Hello, welcome back. This is Mohammed, and today we're going to talk about the chapter 4 of the Railway Children's Story. So let's get started and dive in. This is a chapter called Arno. So let's dive in. First, after our mother gets well, we have to tell her the truth about what we have done to bring the medicine for her. So we tell her the truth, and she was really angry indeed because she do that for her, and she tell us we don't have to do that because we are really poor, or we are poor actually, but we don't have to ask the stranger or the other people to help us. This was wrong, and she decided herself to write a letter for that old gentleman to send it for her, and she tell us to take this letter for the station master, and because he know that old gentleman himself. And then after we send the letter for him, we also take a big sheet, and we wrote on the black paint on it, our mother nearly well, thank you. And we held up this sheet in the front of the train while it's moving, and he's, as always, waved to us and sent a kiss for us. So after a while, it's our sister Bobbie birthday. So we decided without Bobby, me, Peter, and Phyllis, and the homekeeper and our mother, we talked together secretly about how we can prepare for Bobbie's birthday, and we asked her to go out for a while until the tea time come, and then she can come back to home. But we asked her kindly and gently. Then when she went out for a while in the garden or the field to walk and wander around it, we wore the prettiest clothes we had, and we prepared the home and tidied the home, and we prepared the table and bring some flower and presents for her. And when the time up, she returned back, and we met her in the back door of our home, and then we took her, my sister Phyllis, take her, and she let her wear the best clothes she had. And I went with my mother, and Peter went with my mother, and then when she called her after she finished wearing her prettiest clothes, she entered, and we say surprisingly for her, happy birthday, Bobbie. And we were putting 12 candles, each one for each years of her life. So she ending at 12 years old, so we put 12 candle. I think 12 candle, that means 12 years old she done. Okay. Mom, she take her some silver thing she want to have it from years ago, and the homekeeper take her some things and pictures, and also when it's come to Peter, she put some sweet thing in the cart of the engine steam train, and he puts this train or steam engine on the table, and she said to Peter, thank you very much, when she looked for the steam engine, because she thought she take her the most valuable thing he had as a present for her birthday. But then he said, when he looked to her face, not the engine, I just said the sweet inside the cart of the engine. And then he looked to her face, I looked in her face, and I saw her, she's literally sad. And I said, you can have a half of my engine. And I thought as a Candy or Bobbie, I thought as a Bobbie, she will take me the half broken or didn't work engine. But I didn't mind that. So I take the half one and was really thankful for my brother and all my family to do that. So after a while and a half an hour, we went upstairs, everyone for his room. And when I was walking downstairs quietly in the night to bring my presents and my boxes for my home, for my room, I saw my mother on in front of her some papers. I thought she's writing some letter to my father. Then when I climbed down the stairs, I saw her. She puts her head inside her arms, and her arms was fixed on the table, and she nearly was worried and cried about my father and our family. But she didn't want me to realize that. So I pretend myself not to see her. So I climbed up the stairs, and I say to myself, I won't know. I will not know that's happening. So the next day, I took my brother or Peter's half engine. It's mine right now, and I thought about it. How can I fix it? Then I think I have to take it to someone who can mend it. So I take it for this. So I take this half engine and put it in a box, wooden box, and take it for the station. I walked there and passed the line of the railway. I didn't went to the curtains. I passed it and I walked to the head of the train where the engine was there. And I looked for the engine, steam engine. It was really big. This is the first time I saw the steam engine of train there. So I saw the driver and the fireman and the porter there. And I asked them many times, but they didn't hear me because the steam engine has a lot of steam and noise, and they can't hear me. And also the fireman and the driver talking with the porter and the other side of the train. So I put my leg and stepped into the train, and suddenly the train start moving, and I fall in the heap of the coal, and I screamed and shouted, and I said I shouldn't be here, but they didn't listen to me. While the train was moving fast, I climbed by catching something and stand up. I touched one of the arm of this guy into the train or beside the engine, and suddenly the driver turned around and saw me. What are you doing here, girl? This is not usual to see a little girl inside the steam engine or in the coal. So I felt any cry, and they tried for a while and a lot of minutes to calm me down. And then after I be calm, I explained what I'm doing here, and they opened the box and they saw the steam engine train, and I told them I need to fix it. So can you help me with that? And they said, surely we can, but first we have to be sure you are going to return to our home safer. And they tell me when we reach for this let's say Carlos Junction, that's mean an intersection. Okay, when we reach for the Jarlick Junction, we have to put you on another train to reach you back for your home or this station where you come from. So, and then we are going to meet and fix this train and return back for the station master, and you can take it there. And they put me on, when we reached for the junction, they put me in another train and I went back. And during our way to the junction, they explained and told me and answered all my question about the train and the engine and how it's made and how it's work, and they show me the phases of the steam pressure and all the thing. And then I ride another train and went back to the station where my home near it, and I returned back on time, on tea time. And my brother asked me where you are been, and I answered him I just was in the station walking there. And then after a while I took my brother and sister hand and I told them I going to take you for the station and I going to show you the sprite, but I don't want you to talk about it for my mother or the homekeeper. And they promised me about that, and I take their hand and we walked down the hill to the station, and I showed them, and I meet the driver and the fireman and the porter there, and they take me back the steam engine train, and it was made as it's new, without any broken. So my brother Peter was surprised about that, because I have now a new engine without any damage. So that's all what's happening in this chapter. I just want to mention for 3 vocabulary or words, new words. I have to learn it in this chapter. Where's the paper here? The first one, porter. Porter, that means you can realize or remember ports. Airport, ports, the land which the ship port there or landed. The porter, that means the person who's holding the things or bags or something and carry it from place to place. That is the porter. And another word, mint. That means fixed. And the third, junction. That means, I mentioned it in the story, junction, that means the intersection. That means here and from the left, right, on front, and from the back. All these were way or line of railway. So junction, like a plus, something like that. And vases, V-A-S-E-S. Vases, that means something or like a present to put a flower inside it, like a jar, but it's really beautiful and pretty. Vases, like something bring from another country or as a gift. That's all I want to share it with you in this chapter, chapter 4. I hope to see you in the 5th chapter. Thank you for watching.